As I stand here talking to you, the air outside this airliner is shrieking by at 500 miles per hour. The air temperature just inches away from me is a mind-numbing 40 degrees below zero. The wind chill factor is minus 125 degrees. And the UV radiation is so intense at the high altitude we're flying at, it's possible to get a severe sunburn in a matter of minutes. So why aren't we lathering up with sunscreen and sitting here in the warmest polar expedition garb money can buy? The answer is simple. It's because the windows on this jet aircraft are made out of special UV-absorbing virgin acrylic plastic. The principal reason the windows of passenger jets are made out of acrylic and not glass is due to acrylic's superior insulating ability. Acrylic insulates 3 to 8 times better than glass. That's why, despite the fact I'm 35,000 feet above sea level, I'm perfectly comfortable. As a matter of fact, acrylic windows insulate so well that not only am I perfectly comfortable, but the interior side of this inner acrylic window pane is about the same temperature as that of the temperature of the air inside this cabin, a comfy 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Inches away, on the outside of this window's outer acrylic pane, it's minus 40 degrees, with a wind chill factor of 125 degrees below zero. Now that's what I call insulating. But why am I sitting here explaining the benefits of acrylic as an insulating material to you? It's because the astonishing technology that allows me to sit comfortably next to and look out of the window of a jet flying at high speed and altitude is now available for use 35,000 feet below, inside your own house, condo, or mobile home. Obviously, a house isn't as well insulated as an airliner. In the construction business, R value is used to describe how well a particular material insulates. It's a measure of that material's resistance to the passage of heat through it. Each R value is like a grade on a report card. R100 means totally, perfectly insulated, and an R value of 0 means a total absence of insulation. Here are some R values typically required by today's modern building codes. Can you guess what the R value of a single pane of window glass is? It's 0.9. That's right, it's less than 1%. That's why you can thoroughly insulate the rest of your house. Weather strip and caulk to your heart's delight, and still discover your house is losing an enormous amount of heat in the winter and gaining way more than you wanted to in the summer. Look at this chart. As you can see, 70% of every dollar you spend on utility bills goes for heating and cooling your home. But the majority of this energy is wasted. Why? It's because of these, your darn windows. Because glass is a conductor of heat, not an insulator, the majority of the money you spend to heat and cool your home escapes right through your closed glass windows.
Windows are just notoriously terrible.
My power bill was so high during the month of June, I was in shock.
Even though acrylic insulates 3 to 8 times better than glass, it didn't used to be practical to insulate the windows in homes with acrylic in a manner similar to the way a jet aircraft's windows are insulated. But a simple invention combining this with this now allows the powerful insulating benefits of acrylic to be used to remarkable advantage inside anybody's house. This is an insulating window cover designed for use inside your home. As you can see, it's perfectly transparent. That's because just like in an airliner's window, it's made out of optical grade see-through virgin acrylic. This acrylic is tough, virtually unbreakable, won't yellow or crack, and is quite lightweight. But what makes this virgin acrylic window cover truly unique is the way that it attaches to a window. Here's how it works. Look, this is a patented, specially designed vinyl frame, and inside is a magnet that runs through the center of the frame's entire length. Together, this patented frame and this virgin acrylic pane work as a powerful home insulating system. This special magnetic frame is designed to actually attach to and seal this piece of acrylic to a window the same way the magnet in your refrigerator door seals your refrigerator door closed. The acrylic pane works like your refrigerator's insulated door. The vinyl frame acts like your refrigerator's vinyl door gasket with a magnet inside. And this rectangle of metal angle installed inside the window here attracts the continuous magnet in the vinyl frame and seals the frame tightly to the window. Research proves that acrylic window covers and door seals will reduce your home heating and cooling bills by up to 40%. That's right, up to 40%.
You want to cut your bill in half, or around half. In my case, it was well over 60%. I would say you have to get these windows.
Since I purchased the acrylic windows, my power bill went down the next month, and it's been going down ever since.
It's helping me save money. And that's what I love, saving money.
Now let's take a look at how the thieves that constantly rob your home of expensive energy operate, and at how magnetic acrylic window covers can put a stop to this robbery. Thief number one is conduction. Glass allows heat to flow through its molecular structure with little resistance. In winter, heat flows conductively right through your window glass into the cold outdoors. In summer, heat flows from the hot outdoors right through your glass windows into your home. But install acrylic window covers on all of your windows and sliding glass doors, and you'll dramatically reduce the amount of money you have to spend to combat conduction. Because acrylic insulates, it resists the conductive movement of heat into or out of your house 3 to 8 times better than glass.
But I don't feel the coldness from the glass that we used to have.
This system really reduces the rate of heat transfer. That's why the system works.
Thief number two is radiation. In summer, heat radiated by the sun streams through space, passes right through the glass in your windows, and heats the air inside your home. In winter, the process is reversed, and warm air in your home radiates its heat right through your closed glass windows into the cold outdoors. It's an expensive proposition to try to keep cool indoors when it's hot outside, and to keep warm inside when it's cold out, especially when costly energy keeps radiating and conducting right through the worst insulated part of your home, your windows. The solution, of course, is to insulate, insulate, insulate. And acrylic window covers are designed to do just that.
Before I purchased the acrylic windows, that particular window would let enough heat into that foyer in the afternoons to raise the temperature at least 10 to 15 degrees higher than the rest of the house, which would affect my thermostat, which would make my air conditioner run twice as hard, twice as long, thus increasing my power bill.
The final culprit responsible for heat loss and gain through a closed window is air infiltration. All windows contain innumerable microscopic cracks that allow air to pass between the jambs, frame, and sill of a window, and the wall which that window is set into. In addition, because windows that open have a pane that slides or swings open in the window frame, there's always a continuous gap running around the perimeter of that window pane. These gaps and microscopic cracks are the principal causes of air infiltration into and out of your home. Imagine, you spend all summer cooling the hot air in your house, only to have more hot air from outside continuously leak in. And you spend all winter heating the cold air inside your home, only to have the air, once it's heated, leak out. So what can you do to stop air infiltration dead in its drafty tracks? You guessed it. Install magnetized acrylic window covers. The magnetic seal these covers form around every window and sliding glass door opening in your home makes these openings as airtight as a refrigerator door.
I guess all windows, no matter what you have, triple pane or whatever, either the seals are cracked or there's actually openings between the window and the frame itself. When you get a cold breeze in the house, or just when it is cold outside, you can feel the cold air starting to settle down at your feet. After these windows were installed, the very next day, I was able to walk around my house without anything on my feet and not feel cold.
Now that we've got the concept of using acrylic window covers to insulate and save your big money nailed down, let's consider the other major benefits of acrylic window covers. Magnetic acrylic window covers prevent drafts. Drafts are not air leaks. Drafts are caused by cold air sinking and warm air rising inside your house. But once you insulate your window openings with acrylic window covers, heat loss or gain through your windows is blocked. No rapid rising or sinking of different temperature air takes place, and bone-chilling drafts are virtually eliminated.
The acrylic covers has completely stopped the draft.
My den area, where I had significant leakage around my doors and so forth, and really in the wintertime tended not to want to sit in there, and now the draft that we have in there now has just been reduced to practically zero.
Magnetic acrylic window covers also help prevent condensation from forming on the inside of your windows. When warm, moisture-laden air inside your house touches a cold glass window pane, the water vapor in the air that touches the cold glass pane turns into liquid water and adheres to the glass. That's why your windows fog up. But acrylic window covers dramatically reduce the chances of condensation forming because the inside surface of the acrylic window cover never gets cold enough to chill the air next to it.
Prior to the installation, there was condensation on the inside of the window, and since the installation, it has just not been there.
Magnetic acrylic window covers seal out dust, pollen, and air pollution. Because the window covers prevent outside air from infiltrating into your home, airborne pollution, dust, and pollen are kept outside. Imagine the positive effect this will have on your health and your allergies. The quality of the air your family breathes is vitally important to good health. Yet many of us live in smoggy areas or areas inundated by dust and pollen. Acrylic deadens sound. One of the reasons that jet's engines don't blow your eardrums out when you're sitting in a plane's cabin is due to the acrylic in the plane's windows. Similarly, an acrylic window cover system installed in your home will reduce outside noise pollution by up to 70%. If you're chronically bothered by loud traffic, a neighbor's barking dog, amateur auto mechanics, and auto-mounted boom boxes, relax. These irritating exterior sounds will be a thing of the past once you have placed magnetic acrylic window covers over your windows and sliding glass doors. Oh, peace and quiet at last.
After we got the acrylic windows installed, we noticed that the sound from the outside was definitely reduced because we have airplanes that go over our house, and we used to get really noisy. And once we got them installed, it seemed that it just totally diminished. It was no longer there.
The silence is just remarkable. The quietness, you don't hear the cars on the street, you don't hear the dogs barking. They're just fantastic.
Specially formulated acrylic window covers block out 98% of harmful UV radiation. Ultraviolet radiation can not only give you a severe sunburn, it can fade or damage beautiful and costly fabrics in your home. But our specially formulated acrylic window covers block out 98% of the harmful ultraviolet radiation coming from the sun. The result? Faded fabrics and dry rot are virtually eliminated. Yet our special acrylic covers are almost transparent to the beneficial light waves that houseplants need for proper growth. Houseplants flourish while household fabrics are protected.
Because I have bright color carpet and I have multicolored furniture, and I didn't want them to fade. I also have plenty of plants, so I want the good rays to come in, but I don't want the detrimental rays to come in. So I've considered that when I purchased this.
Acrylic window covers are up to 18 times more impact resistant than the same thickness of glass. Yet acrylic is lightweight. It weighs just half as much as window glass. So moving an acrylic window cover to clean it or to gain access to the glass window pane it covers is a snap. And look, window covers that cover windows that crank or slide open are installed in two parts. To clean acrylic covers, use mild soap and water or any cleaner formulated to clean acrylic.
I found the windows to be very easy to take down and to put back up.
Acrylic covers are real easy to take off, just like opening your refrigerator door.
When I clean the windows, I just pull one off and stick it on the other right above it, or move from side to side, which is the case in the kitchen, and clean the windows, put them right back on.
Magnetic acrylic window covers are a truly magnificent state-of-the-art technology. Because they leave the exterior of your house untouched and are virtually invisible from inside your home, they don't detract from the integrity, appearance, and ambience of your home's structure or decor.
People come in my home, and I'll mention the acrylic window covers, and they can't even see them. They do not know they are there.
It's crystal clear, and they all look great.
You can't tell that they're there.
Nobody knows they're there until I pull one off.
Millions of magnetic acrylic window covers now protect hundreds of thousands of homes. The windows in your home may not cost as much as those on a $100 million jetliner, but now they can have the same kind of thermal insulating, energy-saving, noise-dampening, UV radiation-blocking protection. These are the reasons you owe it to yourself to install these space-age marvels in your home. Don't delay. Invest in a magnetic acrylic window cover system from Insulation Technology today.
I understand energy savings on a lower bill and a comfortable home. And the fact of the matter is, I was able to achieve more than I bargained for when I bought this product.
I feel that we have really made a very important investment for life.
They're fantastic, and I think they're the best investment we've made for this home.
Your home is going to be the biggest investment you ever make. You might as well be comfortable in it. And this product does everything they say it does.
Should you decide to invest in an acrylic window cover system, here is what will happen. First, you will be contacted by our installation department to confirm the date and time of your installation. Then, right on schedule, our fully trained installation technicians will arrive. They'll double-check all measurements, then fabricate and install your custom-fitted window covers on site. If necessary, interfering blinds and draperies are temporarily and carefully removed to allow easy access to each window opening. Once exact measurements are taken and double-checked, pre-painted lengths of steel angle are cut outside. Next, a sheet of virgin acrylic is cut to the exact specifications required to construct the window cover pane. Notice that all cutting is done outside. There is no mess connected with this installation. Lengths of the patented vinyl frame are now cut to size and attached to the previously cut virgin acrylic pane. Finally, the assembled window cover is taken inside and placed in position over the window opening to confirm a proper airtight fit. When the technician is certain everything is functioning properly, a sealing agent is applied between the magnetic vinyl frame and acrylic pane in order to permanently bond them together. And that's all there is to it. Your window cover installation is complete. Any removed blinds, shutters, or draperies are carefully reinstalled, and you will be asked to check each window installation to make sure it meets with your approval. When it does, the installer will call our office and ask you to personally confirm with a representative in our installation department that you are thoroughly satisfied and that the installation is complete.
I watched the whole process, and I was amazed at how easy they went up, but how well they're installed.
I was very impressed with the installers.
The installation was great.
I've been treated in a very professional manner.
They was very neat and professional.
I have to vouch 100% that these windows are the best product you can put in your home.